What's up, Super players? It's your homie C-Rod, and today we're stepping into the Grand Tour with Son Goku and Pan, and we're going to be building the strongest Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku deck that's going to be coming out in Set 8 or Series 8, and I'm pretty stoked. I've playtested this deck, and this is the strongest I've been able to make it, and this is the best way to, go over Set 8 cards by making a deck profile and already having an awareness of what the deck does. So, we got Son Goku and Pan right here. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, since Regained is the actual leader when he's awakened. So, this is a leader that's considered a Son Goku GT and a Pan GT. And it's a pretty cool leader because it's one of the new ways of awakening, which is when your life is at 2 or less, you get to draw 2 cards and get 2 of your energies back to active mode, which I think is pretty broken. And yes, you are at lethal range, but you do plus like crazy. 2 energies and 2 draws is crazy. And she also has an activate main that once per turn you get to choose 2 cards from your life and add them to your hand, and it has to be 2 always, and then you get to choose one of your battle cards and it gains double strike for the duration of the turn, which is going to be very powerful with the cards that are in this deck. So then you become the awakened side, right, which is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku leader, and this guy has a base double strike and an activate main that you get to choose 1 card in your life, add it to your hand, and switch this card back to active mode, meaning you could go in with another double strike Super Saiyan 4 Goku attack. So this deck is full on aggro, and it's, one of the powerful color engines, red, yellow. So that is the leader, and this is going to be a super aggro deck, and we're going to start off by adding this, and I'm using Shenron's Lair, huge shout out to them, to build this deck, and I'm going to be playing it on Untap, which is a website that you're able to test out decks. So let's go to the yellow cards, and we're going to actually, let's start off with the basics that everybody knows, and we're going to start off with the Grand Tour cards. Where's that card at? Where is the almighty Grand Tour card? The one that everybody knows, Intensifying Power Trunks. So I'm going to be adding this guy because our leader, Unawakened, lets you pick up 2 cards from your life, adding, a lot of card advantage to you. And on top of that, you get to choose 1 of your battle cards and it gains double strike for the duration of the turn. So why not make it a double strike crit? Because Intensifying Power Trunks, when he attacks, you pick up a life, he gains 10k power and critical. And, if you use your Pan leader's ability, you're going to be giving it a double strike. So it's a 15k double strike, and then you just plus 2 from your leader, and you're going to plus 1, making your life get drained relatively fast, because in this deck, turn 3, you want to finish off your opponent. So we're going to add 4 of these because this guy is a key component to keeping the aggro. So that's one of the 1-drops that we're running. For the other 1-drops that we are running, it's going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the last straw. This guy is a key component of the deck, and this is a card you get from Parasitic Overload starter deck. So you're gonna need to pop that starter deck in order to be able to pop this card when Set 8 comes out, Series 8. But this guy is so good. Now, he allows you to pick up a life, and he is a double strike and 10k boost power, continuing the theme of super aggro. For 1 energy, you're going to be able to pick up a life, and sometimes you're going to be stuck at 3 lives, and you do not want to use your Son Goku and Pan's ability to pick up 2 lives, because then you're going to be at 1 life. So this guy comes in clutch, or, the Intensifying Power Trunks comes in clutch to drop yourself down to 2 lives even to awaken. And I'll show you the big play with this. And this is a key component. You need, Son Goku yellow GT card on playing the battle area to do 1 Omega big play. So we're going to be adding 4 of those. And then let's go to another 1-drop, because this deck is heavily based on having a 1-drop yellow Son Goku GT on the field. So this guy is a one drop. You play it for 1 energy, you draw a card. Very useful. And on top of that, he is considered a yellow Son Goku GT, which is going to be the huge component to the combo play of this deck, which I will explain as we move on. So this guy is just a draw, and 1 yellow energy, you get to search your deck for a GT Pan or a GT Goku. Among them, it could be either red or yellow. We're going to be adding 4 of these because you need to have a 1-drop GT Son Goku that's yellow on the field, and this guy is a key component. So another card that we're going to be adding, it's going to be an extra card, and it's going to be a 1-drop, and it's going to be Flying Nimbus. Flying Nimbus, guys, one of the best counters when you're running yellow. Pretty much negate the attack, drop 1 yellow card, and now your opponent can only do 1 more attack with battle cards. Could completely stop your opponent from trying to go super offensive, which is very ideal because you're killing yourself with your leader's ability by taking 2 lives. You're gonna have to drop a Flying Nimbus here and there. So we're only gonna be adding 2 of these Flying Nimbus. And then now let's move on to some 2-drops, and it's gonna be Battle to the Death. We're going to be adding Battle to the Death, which is an extra card that is red-yellow, and it has energy exhaust, meaning you have to place it in rest mode when you use it as an energy. And I only have this card for, removal, and I'm only going to be adding 2 in the deck because, it doesn't come up often where you got to use this card, but it's still very useful because an activate main for 2 energies, 1 has to be red, the other 1 has to be yellow. If your leader is a yellow leader, which our leader is, you get to choose up to 3 cards in your life, add them to your hand. Since it says up to 3, you could choose 1 life, you could choose 2 lives, you could choose all 3 lives depending on the situation, and ideally you want to drop yourself down to 2 even to awaken and do the big almighty play, which I will get to as we move on. So make sure you hit a like on this video if you're still watching. So then after you pick up your lives, you're going to choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, which is super key, and it gets minus 25k power for the duration of the turn. This card right here is a super good removal, and we're only going to be adding 2 in the deck because you usually kill your opponent before you even have to remove anything from your opponent anyways with the way I built this deck. So we're going to be adding 2 of those. And now let's go to our battle cards. And it's going to have to be this dual color card, We the Spectator. This guy is so necessary in this deck. It's our dual color card that, doesn't use energy exhaust after you already have a dual color energy on your energy zone. So this is going to be a very, very key component to the deck to continuously have, yellow and red for our disposal at all times. So this is a very, very important card. And obviously it also has an auto that when you play this card, you can negate a certain skill that's on the field for the duration of the turn. We're going to be playing 4 of these dual color cards. It kind of plays like Burris, but it's a Whis instead. Very, very useful card. And then our super combo, where's he at? Let's add our super combo. Which super combo do we want to add? It's not going to be the super combo with Sparking. It's going to be Jocko. It's a 10k boost, a draw card when your life is at 4 or less. You're going to drop yourself down 4 or less super fast. So why not have the Jocko as a super combo? 10k boost, a draw. Then after that, now we're going to get into the GT zone, guys. And we're going to go into the red cards, and it's going to be one of the new cards from the new series, Malicious Machinations. Let me know if I said it right. But we're going to add this Great Ape Son Goku, because this Great Ape Son Goku has an EX evolve for 1 red energy on top of a 1-drop Son Goku GT, which is, that yellow Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku, the last straw, or that Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku ever evolving. Either one, this is an evolved target for that. He EX evolves, he gains a 15k boost power, and what I like to do is I like to use Son Goku and Pan's leader's ability, take 2 lives, give this guy double strike, so now he's a 30k double strike for only 1 energy. You attack with it, hopefully, ideally, you are now at, 2 lives. You'll awaken after you attack with this guy, and then I'll show you the key component. We have to have 4 of these guys because he is a EX evolve for 1 energy. He is a, 35k actually, not 30k, 35k when he gains a 15k boost power. This is the key component to this deck. This is the peacemaker right here. Then after that, another 3-drop that I'm gonna be adding. Where's he at? It's another GT card, and it happens to be Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku, because this guy, when your life is at 4 lives or less, he becomes a 5 cost energy cost on the field. And the reason we need this is because he's gonna allow us to go into Super Saiyan 4 Goku at, another effective pace. So he is a critical, and we're going to be adding 4 of these because he is our second playmaker if we need to. And then after that, we're going to be adding the new card to the deck, and it's going to be this Pan, which is the Great Ape Whisperer Pan, and she is so good. She's a blocker, and this is what, is the whole point of this Super Saiyan 4 GT Step Into the Grand Tour deck. It's this card and the next card, which I will show you once I get to it. But this card, you can only have 1 of these Great Ape Whisperers on play in the battle area. And what she does is, if your life is at 2 or less, when you awaken, you get to play this card from your hand for free. No energy required. You can only have 1 of these on play. And then she chooses 1 of your yellow battle cards and switches it back to active mode. And then, you have to negate this skill for the duration of the game. But it's still very powerful because it restands 1 of your yellow cards back to active mode. So you could go in with another attack. You could even, restand her if you need an additional blocker. So that is key. So when you awaken, you better have her in your hand, and she comes out for free. And that's why we need to have 4 of these, because she is the key component to this deck. She is going to restand the almighty play. So then we're going to go on to 4. We're getting closer, guys, to the almighty play. So now we are in our 4 cost, and the 4 cost that I'm going to be adding, it's going to be a red card, and it has to be, chain attack Trunks. Because we are running intensifying power Trunks, we have an evolve target. This guy, for 2 red energies, you evolve on top of that Trunks, and then you're able to play a 15k battle card, which you're going to want to play Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku. So now you have, another, Super Saiyan 4 target to evolve on top, which I will show you the evolve target after. But this guy is just, a playmaker, plays you another 15k, which is usually the, critical Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku to make, explosive plays. We're going to be adding 4 of these. Very, very powerful, very, very strong. And then after that, we are going to be adding another counter, because you never know when you might want to counter Topo, Reich's Aid. For 1 energy has to be red, the other one doesn't matter. You get to counter and choose 1 card in your hand, drop it. When he comes out onto the field, not only does he negate the attack, your opponent cannot attack anymore unless they decide to drop 2 cards from their hand, completely stopping your opponent's attacks. So it's literally like another Flying Nimbus, a slightly more powerful Flying Nimbus. And we're going to be adding 3 of these Topos because this guy saves your butt, completely stops your opponent. And now for what you guys have all been waiting for, and it is the almighty play, and it happens to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the heartfelt plea itself. And this is the whole point of the deck, guys. So what you want to do is you want to, take 2 lives with your leader, drop yourself down to 2, hopefully give the double strike to the Great Ape Son Goku, that the ability is amplified, go in with a 35 double strike, and then awaken. And then if you happen to have the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku on the field, what he does is he's a triple strike. He has energy exhaust, obviously, because he is considered a yellow-red card, and an offering ability, which is this new key component to the card game, which is when he comes out onto the field, your opponent gets to choose between either letting you draw 2 cards or them taking a life. So if your opponent's at 4 lives or less and they choose to take a life, they're going to be dropped down to 3, and now they're at triple strike lethal range, which is very, very dangerous for them. So usually they're going to let you draw 2. And then on top of that, he gets to come out onto the field from your hand for free all you gotta do is choose one of your red battle cards that's 25k power or more in the battle area and put it in the drop area when you awaken. So, like I said, the key component is you need to have the Great Ape Son Goku, which is a 35k battle card. You awaken after you attack with it. You play this card for free by dropping the Great Ape to the drop area. Now your offering ability activates. Once your offering ability activates, your opponent chooses between either letting you draw 2 or them taking a life. And then obviously you have the Pan Great Ape Whisper. You go in with a triple strike Son Goku Super Saiyan 4, which is this card. And then after, let's say your opponent counters whatever, you get to use your Pan's ability, which she came out for free when you awaken as well, to restand the Super Saiyan 3 Goku back to active mode and go in with another triple strike attack. Or what I have next, the final, one of the final key components to this, after we add 4 of these, right, it's gonna be this almighty card, which is, I can't find it. It's a 7 cost, I think. Yup. And it happens to be, you guys already know it, Triple Flash Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. So after you restand the, you know, red, yellow Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku, the heartfelt plea, you use one of your red energies, evolve on top, draw 2 cards, and go in with another triple strike with slightly more, you know, behind the power. And then you finish off your opponent like that. Triple Flash, no joke, draw 2. You do not get that, you know, that ability to, your opponent cannot activate counters because their leader is not red, but you still get that draw 2, and you still get a triple strike going into your opponent with a couple draw action. And then obviously our leader can finish the job by taking another life and going in with another double strike. So this deck is full on aggro. We're adding 3 of these, and now let's view the deck. I'm gonna link the deck profile in the description. I'm gonna have Untapped so you guys could go play it. It's a very powerful deck. Hit a like on this video if you like this video. This is the best way for me to, you know, go over Series 8, and it's a very powerful deck. Just witness it. It's hugely powerful, and try it out for yourselves. And like we always say, y'all stay super.